Hello and welcome to Your Learning Zone, the online learning network for children's nutrition from Grub for Life. In our last module, we looked at healthy eating for toddlers. Now that we've had an overview of the main food groups, let's think now about other things we need to consider to make a diet healthy for toddlers. Again, don't forget to have a notepad and pen to hand as you follow the slides. There are questions to answer at the end, which will help you check that you've understood the key points in the module. And remember, all the modules have been devised by our registered dietitian, Nigel Denby. If he appears on your training slide, make a special note of the information on that slide. Now, we're ready. Let's get started. After about a year, toddlers rely less on milk for their nutrition. You'll find that around 4 120 milliliter drinks of milk each day is plenty. After 1 year, bottles and reservoir feeder cups shouldn't be used for milk at all. The bottles should be replaced with beakers and cups for all drinks as milk feeds for juice. Toddlers under 2 should remain on full cream cow's milk because they need the additional fat. And those all-important vitamins A and D are found in whole milk. But after 2, toddlers who are eating well can switch to semi-skimmed milk. But skimmed milk should never be used for children under 5. 6 to 8 drinks a day are needed to keep toddlers hydrated, and in hot weather, this can increase significantly. Dehydration for toddlers often results in constipation. Milk and water are the preferred usual drinks. You can serve dilute fruit juice in a concentration of 1 part juice to 10 parts water. And tea and coffee should never be served to children under 5. Now, as we all know, the first principle of healthy eating is to enjoy our food. And toddlers are the same. As well as enjoying the meal being served, the atmosphere for toddlers should be calm, relaxed and enjoyable too. For some of the children you care for, the meals that they eat with you may be the only time they eat socially, sitting around a table. You've got to bear in mind that the atmosphere you create at mealtimes is just as important as the nutritional quality of the food that you serve. Make sure you eat with the children and give out positive vibes about the food. And let's not forget, no child eats perfectly all the time. So do keep calm when toddlers don't feel like eating. Routine is an important part of establishing toddlers' healthy eating. It's just like bedtime, toileting, and most aspects of toddler behaviour. Toddlers don't want to eat when they're tired, hungry, or rushed. So meal times and snacks do need to be factored into the daily schedule. Snacks should be spaced evenly throughout the day. And be careful about the amount of milk you give toddlers, or they will become too full. Toddlers need a savoury and a sweet course at lunch and tea, because this gives us 2 opportunities for sufficient nutrients to be eaten, and it increases variety. And here's something worth underlining. Puddings are an essential part of a meal. They shouldn't be thought of only as a treat or a reward. Make sure puddings always contain some milk or some fruit to maximise their nutritional benefit. Just like you and me, toddlers will develop their own preferences for textures and styles of food, and we should respect them. But if a child says they don't like a food they've never tried before, or that you know they eat regularly, there's no need to pander to them. Most children refusing to eat food they normally enjoy is very normal. You don't need to keep on offering alternative foods. Just accept they don't want to eat without overreacting. Leave the food with them for a few minutes. If they still don't want to eat, take the plate away and reassure them that another snack will be coming along later. No child will become malnourished by missing the odd meal. But if you think you have a more complex problem eating issue, have a look at our training module about overcoming fussy eating. Okay, yes, it's that time already. This is the time to help you test and remind yourself of what you've covered in this module. If you get any of the questions wrong, don't worry, just go back over the module again. Best of luck. Now, we learned that after about a year, toddlers rely less on milk for their nutrition. But at what age could you start serving toddlers who are good eaters semi-skim milk? Is it 1 year, 18 months, or 2 years? At what age could you start serving toddlers who are good eaters semi-skimmed milk? 1 year, 18 months, or 2 years? And the answer is yes, 2 years. After 2, toddlers who are eating well can switch to semi-skimmed milk. But also, let's remember that skimmed milk should never be used for children under 5 at all. What is the correct concentration with water to serve toddlers fruit juice? We learned that 6 to 8 drinks a day are needed to keep toddlers hydrated, and in hot weather, this can increase significantly. And we learned that dehydration often results in constipation. Milk and water are the preferred usual drinks, but what is the correct concentration with water to serve toddlers fruit juice? Is it 1 part juice to 2 parts water, 1 part juice to 10 parts water, or 1 part juice to 15 parts water? That's 1 part juice to 2 parts water, 1 part juice to 10 parts water, or 1 part juice to 15 parts water. And the answer is you can serve diluted fruit juice in a concentration of 1 part juice to 10 parts water. And let's remember, tea and coffee should never be served to children under 5. And our last question for this module. During meal times, what is the most important thing to remember when eating with toddlers? As we've learned, some of the children you care for, the meals that they eat with you may be the only ones that they eat socially. So during meal times, what is the most important thing to remember when eating with toddlers? Is it to eat together at a table? To talk about the food you're eating? Or not to overreact when toddlers refuse to eat? So, eat together at a table? Talk about the food you're eating, or overreacting when toddlers refuse to eat? And the answer is all 3. The atmosphere you create at mealtimes is just as important as the nutritional quality of the food you serve. So eat together at a table, talk about the food you're eating, and never overreact when toddlers refuse to eat. Well, thank you for taking part in this module. For more information, go to our website www.grubforlife.org.uk, or to contact our team, please email feedback@grubforlife.com. Yes, that's right. The website is .org.uk and the email is .com. So you are now ready for part 3. Congratulations, you've completed part 2. Next is stage 3. Good luck and happy learning. Your Learning Zone.tv from Grub for Life, your learning partner.